We're the Monahans, and this is a story about our son Zachary. Zachary was born, and it was shortly after we were called back to the hospital, and we learned the seriousness of his heart. And that led to his first open heart surgery at age 1.
Hi, my name is Zach Monaghan. When you look at me on the outside, I look like what most people think is a normal fourth grader. However, on the inside, I'm very unique. I was born with a special heart. I am missing most of the wall that divides your heart in half, so instead of having 4 chambers, my heart only has 2. I also have dextrocardia with situs inversus, which means my heart is on the right side of my chest instead of on the left side.
After that first surgery, he came home. He started just a normal childhood, becoming very active, chasing after his big brothers, wanting to do whatever they did.
He started with baseball. He got really into baseball, and then he moved on to golf. And then Alex and I both ran track and cross country, and I think he hung out with the team the whole time we were on it, and so I think that was always something he wanted to do.
When Zach started running, Taylor would actually make training regimens for him. He would say, okay, on this day I want you to do 25 push-ups. On this day, go run this. And
no, he would never doubt himself. He would never want anyone to look at him any differently.
And actually on the shoes he wore, he had his grandfather's name written on one, and then a little nephew on the other one who was a stillborn baby. So I think Zach had, a certain sense, and so I think he wanted to make the most of all of his time, all of his years.
It was actually the beginning of his senior year in high school. He noticed that his energy level was not quite what it had been. We went to Arizona for spring break. As normal, we would do hiking and biking. The first day we went on a hike, and the next day we rented bikes. We hadn't even gotten to the trail yet. We were still riding through the small city that we were in, small little community. And he looked at me, and I could just see it in his face. He said, "Dad, I can't go on." That's when we realized that we were looking at something much more complex. The doctors started further investigating his condition. He underwent a heart catheterization, and the decision was made at that point that he needed to have additional surgery. He underwent 3 open heart surgeries and 2 heart catheterization procedures. Obviously, the nights ran into days and days ran into nights. We at that point were not leaving his bedside. We're not sleeping.
There's just a mountain of machines and so many monitors that are just overwhelming.
The medical team came in, his surgeon, Dr. Not Craig, and I could see it in his face. I could see it in his eyes. And he said, there's nothing more we can do.
And the whole time you're praying that he is able to stay alive until his brothers and their girlfriends could get there. And that was one of my greatest concerns, was that something would happen and they couldn't say goodbye.
He came out of the anesthesia and they removed his breathing tube. At that point it was fear. You could see the fear in his eyes and his emotion. Dad, why can't I can't lift my legs? Why can't I move my arms? We said our goodbyes to him. How much we loved him, how much we would miss him, and we knew that we'd see him again.
Zach had a quote on his track bag. It was from a distance runner, Steve Prefontaine, and it read, "To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift." We kind of carried it along because Zach never sacrificed the gift of his life.
He never felt sorry for himself, never wanted others to.
It's not a lifestyle choice that he made or something that he got to choose. It was something he was born with. And so you just never know when your child or a child you know is going to have a condition like this. It's just something that always needs more development.
Giving towards an organization like the American Heart Association provides families like ours with hope, provides children like Zach with an opportunity to live beyond what may originally be expected. We've often told people that he was created with a special heart so that he could touch the heart of everyone that he met, and he truly did.